Hey, this is Wilson. No Jason this week, as always. No Galvez either. But I'm joined by my two prestigious co-hosts, um, Shane Christopher Murray and Jason Big Mitch Mitchell. How you guys doing this afternoon?
Gucci.
The Lakers are 0-2, so I mean, I'm good. I'm
Okay,
good.
about as good as you can be, I guess, rooting for an 0-2 basketball team that it's not looking good already.
It's
Um,
not looking. It's not looking good at all.
yeah, it just
Dramatic.
it's,
Super dramatic.
this is
Super dramatic.
who
They haven't. They literally haven't won a game this season yet. I don't like. What do you mean?
It's two games.
But they haven't won either of them.
But is it looking good, Shane, or is it looking bad?
It's trending upward, but
Yeah, it is. That's true. So what we're going to do is we're going to recap the first two games. First of all, we apologize for our absence. I know we haven't recorded since this is the first episode this month, actually. I think the last episode we did was September 28th or something like that when we had the great Jake Pashinsky on. Shout out to Jake Pashinsky.
Big Jake.
We did some of our best numbers with him, our second most viewed episode. And of course, the Hulu series has concluded now, but it was really good. It was really good. Maybe we'll touch on that the last episode at the end. But
Very
Oh yeah.
emotional last episode.
yes, but
Yeah.
I just well yeah, but I wanted to recap the first two games and then preview next week's schedule. And talk about also Big Mitch went to the game on Thursday against the Clippers, and he had really good seats. So I want to ask him what that was like. And then, like I said at the end, maybe we'll touch on that last episode of the Hulu docuseries. But let's start with so Lakers began the season Tuesday night in San Francisco against the Warriors. It was the Warriors' fourth ring night in 8 years. Um, if you've been following along with the podcast, we've been absent, but I did put up a couple of I call them 1 minute recaps for the first two games where I had this like AI, this AI podcast correspondent, as I called him. I named him Dale Woods. Dale being Chick Hearn's middle name, Francis, Dale Chick Hearn. So that was Chick's middle name, and then Woods for Inglewood. Well, of course, the Forum was the home of the Showtime Lakers. And I had him just have him just, like I'll write the little game recap, and I'll put it in the program and the app, and then Dale will he'll just read what I wrote like a newscaster. But so yeah, I've been doing that, but this is the first time we've actually given our opinions about what happened in the first two games on the podcast. Um, I don't even think we were. I don't think they played the first preseason game when we first started when we last recorded. So
No.
yeah, so but yeah, so the season started Thursday in San Francisco. It was the Warriors' fourth ring night in 8 years. Uh, I mean, all praise is due to the Warriors. The way that they're doing it, it's with real style and real class. It reminds me of the Lakers when we were winning championships and we would have our ring nights. You know, um, and so congratulations on that. But yeah, they started, and this season starts. Uh, the Lakers really were not in the game for much of the game. Um, I don't even remember what was the final score. You guys, remember?
Yeah, I got that.
But yeah, it wasn't
Uh, let's see. Final score was Warriors
123
123.
to 109,
Lake.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Right,
123, 109.
right. So it wasn't really. I mean, there were some points where the Lakers made it kind of competitive, but for the
Ended
most
up the
part,
third quarter.
right. But for the most part, it was all Golden State. Um, you got to remember the Lakers, and I forgot about this. I think wasn't until the second game I realized that, oh yeah, we don't have Schroeder. Schroeder's out 4 to 6 weeks. I think he tore a ligament in his hand, didn't he?
In his
Yeah.
thumb.
Had
Sure
His
surgery.
did.
thumb, right, and had surgery. So he's going to miss the first 4 to 6 weeks. So that's a important piece that we're missing And man, we look pretty thin out there. I said when we had Matthew Peralta on, and I'm probably on other occasions too, that I just look at this team and these role players that's surrounding the big three, and man, it's just they just don't compare to other teams that we're trying to compete with. I mean, and I would say through the first two games, you know, I would say Lonnie Walker, his stock is up, and Juan Toscano Anderson, I'd say his stock is up. He's looking like he could be a nice rotation piece for us. But for the most part, it
Be
looks as
looking nice
bad as
too.
who?
Kendrick.
Kendrick Nunn. Yeah, but for the most part, I'd say it's been about it looks about as bad as I thought it was going to look. Shane, what was your impression of the Lakers' opening night loss to the Warriors?
Opening night loss. We like I said, it was competitive throughout up until the third quarter. Third quarter has always been, to coming back to last year, has been like the Achilles heel of this team. And never mind the 3-point shooting. As far as shooting as a whole, we look like most of the team can't shoot for shit. I think Kendrick Nunn needs more shots. Because he's looking like one of the better shooters on the team. Matt Ryan, shots looking pretty nice. Cole Swider, I heard, was walking with a boot in practice today, so that's why you haven't seen him a little bit, because he can also shoot. But besides the team, we need to get the shooting up like as best we can. In terms of defense, I believe it's trending upwards. I just saw that we're leading the league in steals right now. So the system's working, and we're getting the looks where it's not hitting them. So, turning the first game, the Warriors look like they're trying to bring up their younger core up a little bit more, so to get them ready for playoff ball. So they was resting Clay and Steph a little more than they usually do, and then they just turned it on in third or fourth. Warriors being the Warriors, you know what I mean? We saw the standard that we got to live up to and what we fighting for.
Mitch?
The Warriors clearly the better team. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, they're the champions for a reason.
Mhm.
They're champions for a reason. I mean, uh, we kept up with them. Like we said, for most of the game. That third quarter, Warriors they woke up. The Warriors woke up. Watching the game, I was just like, hmm, are we playing good defense or are they just missing shots? Like, I don't know. I thought they were just kind of missing shots, to be honest. And then third quarter, they opened it up, didn't look back. Um, but I mean, I guess we'll take what we can get. With them missing those shots, let's just say it was great Laker defense in the first half, especially mostly the first quarter to with the defense. I mean, just watching that game was just like, I mean, also the Warriors play good defense too. So I mean that doesn't help. So it was hard to kind of gauge how this team really was. But I mean, even with our big three, having good numbers, it just never seemed like completely fluid. But yeah, and then I mean, end of the day, Warriors are the Warriors, are the champs for a reason. They put it on us in the second half. There's no way around that.
Yes, the Warriors coming on the heels of them extending Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what that means for Draymond.
Yep, no deal
Draymond,
yet.
right? And then Clay. Clay has what? Clay has 2 more years counting this year on his contract.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
Right. So, but Draymond will be a free agent next season, correct?
he has an opt-in.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. But I
He can
just
opt out if he
it's a
wants.
it's a player opt in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it'll be
He
interesting to
wants the
see.
max, so we'll see.
No, no, yeah, no. Come on, Draymond. No, you got to be reasonable. But Stephen A. was saying
That's
after
why I ain't got paid yet.
Stephen A. was saying after he well, that's nothing that happened. He punched Jordan Poole like he was, I mean, it was a wicked right hand. Who punches their teammate like that? And
Michael Jordan.
well, that's what I wonder. I wonder if Michael Jordan punched, but I wonder if he punched.
I mean, Jordan Poole said something. He not innocent. He said something.
I just feel like Jordan. When I think of the Jordan and Steve Kerr incident, I just feel like Jordan probably didn't punch Steve Kerr like that. I mean, the way Draymond punched Jordan Poole, it's like people saying, it's like how can they ever really be cool again after that? As a man, how can you deal unless but see the thing is the Poole can't fight him, you know. Even if they were to say, okay, let's just take it somewhere, just me and you and probably we'll square up 1-on-1. I mean, Poole can't fight Draymond, it's like Draymond was just being a bully really. But anyway, that's the Warriors issues. But yeah,
Poole said something.
I know he said something, but do you think it was appropriate for Draymond to do what he did?
Well, I don't know about hitting him, but he said something to where he was pondering for a minute, and to the point where Clay was looking at Jordan Poole funny too, but he just didn't do nothing about it. So he definitely said something.
Um, yeah, I mean, anyway, like I said, that's for the Warriors
Yeah,
and their fan base to worry
he
about.
got paid, so he good.
Yeah,
I
he's
saw a
good.
story.
But my
I
point
saw a
is, go
story of
ahead.
like what he said. I don't know if it's true because I mean it's Instagram. Who knows? But yeah, if the story's true, man, I would have punched that fool too. What the heck?
What did the story say that he
And
said?
Jordan likes to talk. Jordan, he likes to talk. So
I mean, it was basically along the lines of like it was deeper than oh you weak. It was like you're gonna be broke next season, something like that. And then he
Oh,
also said something like, did the girls at Michigan State, did they like your broke jump shot or like what was it about you? Like were they impressed with your broken jump shot or I was like, this
well, I
can't be real.
thought
This can't be
I,
real.
I was seeing a lot of those too, and I was thinking that those were just stuff that people were making up to be funny. I don't. Who knows? Maybe he did say
Yeah,
something
who
like
knows? Who
that.
knows?
I
But my
say he
point is
said
that
something because he was sitting there for a minute pondering if he was gonna do something. Then he just rolled up on him.
I mean, Draymond is Draymond, and we know that he can be a loose cannon. I mean, listen, he probably leads the league in technicals
Yeah,
since he came in. Um, I mean, he wouldn't just do that out of nowhere. Let's be
right,
honest.
right. So like I
So
said,
Jordan
Jordan. Like,
Poole he had to say something.
my thing was, who did they let leak the tape? Like that dude got paid. So that's
No, he didn't. He got like he got under $10,000. That's not getting paid.
I mean, it's still money for it. Like it adds to the fact not only you got your ass whooped, but you're viral for a meme.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say. I mean, it wasn't a fight like that. Like a punch was thrown. Yes, it wasn't like
He
it wasn't
knocked
like
him out.
a
Bruh.
fight. He
was
did
he
not
out?
knock him. No, he did not knock
He
him out.
knocked him out on video.
It was
Like
hard to it
and
was
it
hard
went
to tell if
viral.
he
Like
was unconscious or not, or if he
He was
just
not
slumped against the
unconscious.
wall.
Yeah, it was like the
he
punch
got
was
cracked
thrown.
in the jaw.
I don't even know if Draymond really connected like that. I knew.
No, it did. It connected,
That was
bro.
a big punch. I
He
gotta say,
he connected, bro.
I
I
mean, he
wasn't.
definitely, he
I wasn't.
definitely, it was a Superman punch for sure. Either way, like,
And it went viral. So it's like you ain't getting no bitches for a while. You ain't getting no play for a while. All you
Bruh,
gonna see is Draymond
speaking of
knock your
bitches,
ass out, nigga.
speaking of bitches, did you guys see during the TNT during that game when
Woman,
they?
excuse me. Sorry, we're gonna expect
No,
woman.
that's right, Shane. You showing your true colors now. Did you
No.
guys? Did, did you guys see when when they showed Juan Toscano Anderson? They showed his mother sitting under the basket. And they had that girl was sitting next to her. Maybe I know I'm not the only one to realize who noticed it. But I guess that they saying that was Juan T's sister. And I did my little research and I found her bruh.
They said he paid like $10,000 for those seats.
Yeah. But this girl, man. I mean, this girl is dynamic, man. You guys got to look this girl up,
Though.
bro. Juan T's sister might be, like I said on Twitter, Juan T's sister might be the best thing associated with the Lakers this season. So shout out to her.
Oh,
But the reason
we're gonna pause.
why Shane? What's the problem? Because
Yeah,
it's the guy's sister.
yeah, no, Nick, no.
What?
I mean, I don't know where. I don't know why you draw the line there, Shane. Like,
I'm not drawing the line.
everybody is somebody's sister, somebody's
Yeah.
mom, somebody's daughter. Like, come on, why are you drawing the line there?
Really?
Like Juan Toscano Anderson. Like, what the
I don't
heck?
I don't know him, but it's like really
Okay.
All
right, every girl you look at is somebody's daughter, just so you know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, every girl that you walk up to in the supermarket, that's somebody's daughter, just so you know.
And at the gym, Shane.
Every girl you walk up to in the gym, that's somebody's daughter. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you know that, but it's true.
And
it's
so
true. It's true. They are somebody's daughter.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but the reason I brought up the Draymond thing is that Stephen A. said that Draymond doesn't expect to be a Warrior after this season, and he has his sights set on being a Laker next year. And of course,
that's speculation, but
we know that Draymond and LeBron are like best buds now.
They're
buds. There's a Laker fan coming up, so.
As in the off season, they were out here in LA, buddied up, running around together, and then of course there was that clip of Golden State's up by 20 or whatever, and Draymond calls LeBron over, and LeBron comes over doing a dead ball. I guess they were shooting free throws, and LeBron comes over and they have a little exchange or whatever and a laugh, and Iguodala's on the bench and he does the old gluck gluck cluck cluck, that whole hand motion thing, which that was kind of.
But the thing about that though is we got 60 million cap space. We ain't got no max to pay you. So what are you accepting?
Yeah, where's the money gonna come from, Draymond? I mean, we have the money, but we're not gonna get the money to Draymond. And then, okay, so that happened, and then we came back on Thursday night. Like I said, Big Mitch was in attendance, and we played the Clippers. It was Kawhi's first game in 16 months. He had 14 points and 7 rebounds in 20 minutes. But the Lakers lost. They were more competitive, and they even took a lead there in the fourth quarter. But
we up.
Yeah, but it almost seems like the Clippers were almost just toying with them the whole night. It seemed like.
Nah, bro. No. We ain't gonna do that.
Well, Shane, what was your impression of that game?
My impression was they fought hard most of the night. They just couldn't hit shit. Like Pat Bev, Westbrook, and Kendrick Nunn, I think went like 1 for 25, 3 for 25 or something like that between the three of them. Westbrook went 0 for 11. Like you hit half those shots, they winning.
Even the quarter
still took the lead. They still took the lead. You know what I mean? So it's trending upward. Yeah, I know results are results, and this fan base is about results. 0-2 ain't looking good, but look, Miami's 0-2 right now. Utah, who's trying to tank, is 2-0. So let's not, you know what I'm saying? Let's not go overboard with this. You know what I'm saying? Like these next 2 games are must wins, but these are winnable games coming up.
You said it's must win 2 games into the season?
Yeah, like you can't go 0-4. Especially when
what's going to happen
thinking about doing a trade.
That's exactly what I was about to ask. What do you think would happen if we went 0-4? Would the city riot?
I mean, the city already rioted when trying to get Westbrook out. So, which we're going to talk about. He deserves better. He does deserve better. Like, y'all coming at him, fans are coming at him at games where he got to almost catch a fade with you. Like, nah, bro. Like, you don't talk about your player like that. Like, Westbrook got 18 the first game. Ye shot bad, same too, but he had 5 steals. You know what I'm saying? He's trying. You see him trying to make the effort to be whatever Darvin Ham needs. So all this Westbrook need to go shit is bullshit. If anything, you need to get shooters around the big three. Find ways to do that. But Westbrook and the trade pick and the picks are the only trade assets they have. So, but this whole thing that Westbrook need to go, this team would be way worse without Westbrook. So that's my thoughts on that.
Mitch, you were in attendance. What were your thoughts?
I mean, it just looked like the same old story from last season, basically. I mean, the Lakers, they came out good. Then what, like first, you know, end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, they had a lapse, and then the Clippers took a big lead. End of the second quarter, Lakers pick it up. They catch up. It's tied at halftime, and I'm like, okay, like that was a bid. They played really good at the end of the second quarter. Of like, okay, this is it. Let's go then, right? Third quarter, same old same old Lakers, man. Same old Lakers that we've seen, like this past season. Came out flat. They go down big. I mean, like we said, then they finally come back. I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't understand this team. I do not understand this team. Like the effort, the effort that they showed in the fourth quarter to come back from down. We went down what, like I think we went down at least like 16. Like I don't understand this team. Like the effort that they showed, the rest of the fourth quarter is how they should play all. Like that's how they had. I don't know. They must think that they're good. That's what it is. I just figured it out right now. They think that they're good. They think they're good.
Super
No,
dramatic.
listen. No, 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 no. You got to understand what I'm trying to say. It's like they think that they're good as like a team to where like they don't have to play hard.
Bro, they play
This
hard all game. What you mean?
they didn't play hard. Why were they down
If
16?
you're not
No,
hitting
listen to
shots,
me.
playing hard don't matter.
No, playing hard on defense matters.
They've been put. They would if they wasn't playing hard on defense, they would not have got the lead back.
So what happened when they went down 16?
The teams go on runs. They can't hit shots. That's it.
What
It
type
is
of
what it
shots
is.
were they? No, listen to me. What type of shots were they taking?
I mean, would they go like 13, 10 for 40 for three? So obviously they're taking 3-point shots, mid range. Like if you're not a 3-point shooting team, don't shoot threes. But
I remember at one
the
Thank
league
point,
you.
I
we are
think
now,
Thank you.
at
Thank
one
you.
point,
the league we are now,
That's the
everybody wants you to shoot threes.
that's the point I'm getting at. This team, that's just settling for threes is like is lazy, basically. They gotta know that good. I'm glad he muted himself because I'm trying to make my point anyway. Um like they're settling for threes. LeBron is out there settling for threes. LeBron can still get it done going to the basket. Like Anthony Davis, I don't know if he posted up all game. Like I know he had Zubac on him for a lot of the game, but like Anthony Davis's wingspan is seven. He has a 7'6" wingspan. He should be able to shoot over Zubac. And if anything, get Zubac in the mid post, spin off of him, or like get him on the wing, go by him. You're quicker than him. Zubac can't move his feet on the perimeter like that. So I mean, Anthony Davis, he's out there settling. He settled all game versus the Clippers. He settled all game. He was in the paint. Westbrook found him a couple times. Lonnie Walker found him a couple times as well to get some early dunks as well. But bottom line is like this team, they
I can't
just
hear you,
I don't
Shane.
know. That's good. This team at points they just think they're good where like the effort isn't top notch. Like their effort has to be like through the roof for this team to win. You can't have lulls and then go down 16. Like you can't just jack up shots and expect to like expect to be in the game. Like this team is not that, especially since we don't have
He's still
shooters.
talking. Shane, we can't hear you.
Good. Shut up. So
Oh
anyway, I
God.
mean, yeah, no, this team, they think they're good. They're not as good as they think they are. I mean, because they must think they're really good taking like what they took like 43s or something stupid like that.
I remember at
Like
one point Reggie said they were 19 of 84 from three.
on the
In the first
season.
two
I
games. Yeah.
mean, listen, that is ridiculous. You gotta stick. You gotta know what you're good at, and we're not good at shooting threes right now. Like, let success be your guide. How to what are we doing here? Like Patrick Beverly, I love him. He, he's got to turn down some of those threes sometimes, man. Listen, we didn't bring him in here to be a 3-point sniper. We brought him in here to be a leader, play defense, hit open shots, not just pull up all willy nilly. LeBron, stop settling, man. Oh my gosh, LeBron, you're settling so much. You're settling. You're. Oh my gosh, he's better than that. I know he is. He's better than that. Uh, AD, I hope he's better than that. I don't know. He hasn't been on the court for me to know exactly how good he is anymore. But I mean, it's almost like he played scared of Zubac. Like when we're running yeah, when we were running that one set that they run like a weave up top, and then AD like rolls to the basket. He would always roll for sure, but like when it was just like throw the ball to AD, make a play, he was just kicking it on the wing basically, and it was like, dude, going back to like a shot in like the fourth quarter, he settled for like a very long two, and I'm like, dude, if you don't get in the post and spin off of Zubac, like, come on. Zubac is a very good player, but he's not AD or what we believe AD to be. Like Zubac should not be able to guard you. And when you settle for jumpers, you allow teams to guard you. We got to stop settling for all these threes. We got to start making our impression in the paint. Like I want Darvin Ham to tell this team, no more threes until we hit 10 layups in the paint. Like I don't want to see no threes. Like ugh, it's it's frustrating to watch. It's frustrating to watch so far. So
Yeah.
far.
I Oh, hey Shane, how you doing, buddy?
There he
Yeah,
is.
my bad.
Hmm.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
I was saying like
No, nobody
it can't
cares.
be
Nobody
you.
cares. I already got my point across.
It
I already
can't
got my
be.
point
It can't
across.
be
It's
you,
too late
Jason.
now.
Like
Moving on.
you go 100 miles an hour for 20, 30, for 48 minutes. Nobody
When
can
are they?
be.
When I was doing that, I wasn't even getting paid. Like these fools are getting paid
Still though,
millions.
that's you. That is how you play.
Are you really trying to sit up here and tell me these fools making millions of dollars and they can't play hard when they're in the
They can
conditioning
play hard.
provides
They just can't
allegedly?
play hard as you, or not gonna play as hard as you
Why wouldn't they?
because they're not you.
Do you not think that's a problem? These are professional athletes that are getting paid millions of dollars.
Is it a problem? Yes. Is it gonna change? No.
Shane, what the hell, man? I just wanted to say a
Like,
couple things. Um, First thing I was going to say is I remember there was a play where they were. Well, I remember AD seemed like he flashed it up to the middle, and he was in the post, good position on Zubac, and Zubac just pushed him out to the 3-point line. You know, and it's
mhm.
like, I mean, Anthony Davis at this point is just not a. He, I guess he's. I guess you can't even expect him to to play in the post anymore. I guess. And
Annoying.
then, but I
I
think
mean, he gonna pick his spots, but reality is the league, the fans are forcing them to shoot threes.
I'm not forcing nobody to shoot. I told him not to
We
shoot no
know
more
you
threes.
not. I'm talking about in general, the fans,
Yeah,
You can't
the
tell me in
league.
general. You can't tell me in general as a fan after watching these two games, they're like, "Oh yeah, hey, go ahead, shoot some more threes." What are you yip yapping about? Are you kidding
Dude,
me?
you, all
They
over
can't hit no
ESPN
threes.
LA, all over First Take, everything you look at, they're telling them, "Oh, we didn't get shooters. We didn't shoot better from three." They're not saying,
Yeah,
"Hey,
we
you
need
need to
to
go in
get
the post,"
shooters.
huh?
We need to get shooters.
We do, but financially, that's not possible.
Whose fault is that?
but I was just going to say the other thing I was going to actually mention.
LeBron,
I
that's
actually
whose
think.
fault it is.
You blaming Lay GM?
LeBron co-signed everything. Ain't doing nothing unless the team co-sign. And when you pay three guys over 30, $40 million, there's only so much money you can do to fill out the rest of the team. So you take what you can get.
But I actually think that I think Darvingham has the right idea as far as style of play because I
Yeah,
don't really
they
know.
playing better defense. You know,
I
the
don't, and
system is working. They're getting
even on
shots. They
offense,
just not hitting.
even on offense, like I say all the time, every team plays the same way now. They're trying to get either layups or threes, and if they can get a three, they probably rather
That's a
get a
problem.
three
You can't play
than a
the same.
layup. But I don't know. Like I don't know if you can trade twos for threes in this league. But I guess if you're going to shoot 19 for 84 from three, I mean, you better
You
try to
can if
get
you play
some more
defense.
twos. But I just think he has the right idea, but they just don't have the right personnel. I feel like they're playing the right style, but they don't have the right players because they don't have any shooters. Like Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, he's moonlighting now as a. This guy plays quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, and now he's also out here trying to help the Lakers with
Yeah,
by
man.
I
providing some
mean, he's
outside
shooting
What a
thirty-eight
creation.
guy.
percent from three. You know what I'm saying?
What a
That's
guy. Yeah, Matt Ryan, man.
Matt
Yeah,
Ryan,
like you said,
incredible.
man, shows up on
Former
Sundays and then still shows up to play for the Lakers, man.
the
Crazy.
2016 NFL MVP is
Man.
now also because I'm seriously like I was like, what in the? I mean, obviously I didn't think it was really Matt Ryan from the former the Falcons now the Colts, but I was like, I don't know who this Matt Ryan is. This Matt
Bull came from
Ryan,
nowhere.
hey,
yeah,
but
They
all
said he
jokes
was doing
aside, it's an
like they
amazing
said he was
story
doing
though.
DoorDash this time. He was doing DoorDash this
Yeah,
time last year. I heard.
he worked at a mortuary and got an NBA
He's the
contract. So don't,
he's
yeah,
the
salute to
Undertaker.
him.
Oh shoot, he was the Undertaker, huh? Oh my
So
gosh.
salute to him. Like he kept fighting for his dream. And you, Jason, the last roster spot don't matter. He getting 18 minutes a game, first two games. So don't
Hey
sneeze
man.
at the last roster spot, bro.
Apparently, man. Apparently. Hey.
So
out of sheer desperation, this man is on this
whether it's
documentary.
desperation or not, he made his dream happen. You know, you can look the pessimistic way, or you commend that dude.
the
Most
last
cats would have
roster
quit,
the last roster spot did matter in this case. Now listen, if we had put the right pieces on the team in the first place, it wouldn't. Because he's
I
getting
mean,
minutes because he can shoot. He can shoot, man. There's
I
no
mean,
way
what they
around that.
tried to do is they try to find young athletic players who could defend and shoot a little bit. Cause
Why am I looking? Hold on, excuse me. Why am I looking at your nostrils instead of your eyes? Like, what's happening here?
bruh,
What?
they what
What?
they tried to find young athletic players who could defend and shoot a little bit. Look at the free agent pool. With minimum deals, you're not gonna find sharpshooters who can play D or people who can play D and can shoot. You gotta pick one. We went the veteran route last year. Most of them veterans are who on the team last year and don't have a job this year. So we got the young athletic guys.
What does that
Lonnie
say?
Walker can ball.
What does that say about our team last year?
You
That
can put whatever
so
you want, but I'm saying they try to change it up. They try to add more defense. They try to add more athleticism. You see the defense trending upward, but again, shooting is the shooting. What the shooting is, whatever the reason. Players who come to the Lakers supposed to be shooters can't shoot. It is what it is. So
Well,
either
yeah. Um,
so I'm looking
Mitch.
at I'm,
Oh,
I'm
go ahead.
looking at I'm looking at JTA to hit some more shots. Um,
And
I
Lonnie
think
Walker
the
had
hits were
26
more.
game too, so
He
Like I
came
said,
out
his
hot.
stock is up.
He came out hot. I was like,
yeah,
He can play.
he can ball. So just let it cook up. And Troy Brown supposed to be coming back tomorrow, so let it. Let's see what we got there.
let's see what. I'm curious to see what Troy Brown can do. But I mean, Kendrick Nunn is supposed to be hitting some shots out here too. I don't understand what he's
I mean, he
doing
went
with his
3 for 9 first game. Second game, I don't know what happened, but you can't say he ain't been hitting shots. He went 3 for 9 from three. Last game.
Are we gonna touch on the treatment of Russell Westbrook now?
Go
I mean, I
ahead.
touched on it, but we can continue with like, wait, this is bullshit.
Listen, man. So, like Wilson mentioned, I was at the game, man, and Russell Westbrook, he deserves better. Like it, it might as well be it might as well be an away game
Yeah,
for Russ. It might
yeah,
as well be an away game. Whenever he shot the ball from three, all you heard was ugh. That's
yep.
all you heard. That's all you heard every time he shot a three. The guy in front of me, the guy in front of me was like, oh my gosh, fuck this guy. Oh my gosh, he can't shoot. Oh my gosh. And then Rob Pelinka is like, I mean, if I'm right here, Rob Pelinka is like, he's right there. We were sitting right behind Rob Pelinka. Pelinka was there the whole game. Guy in front of me. It was just, it was early in the game too. It might have been like the second quarter, something like that. Guy in front of me goes, "Hey Rob, when we trading Russ?" I'm like, I had to bite my tongue. We had good enough seats that like I didn't want to get in a fight and I didn't want to get kicked out. I had to bite my tongue so hard. I wanted to fight this guy. I couldn't believe it.
I believe
But
it.
I mean, I'm sure Rob hears that a lot. I don't know if he's on. I don't even know if he's on Twitter or anything like that.
Among
But I
other
mean, he
things.
he has to know. He probably
Although
gets this a lot. They probably had conversations about this, and he's at the game, so fans are probably telling him this all the time. But yeah, the fans' treatment of Russell Westbrook is crazy.
to the
Like
point
I
where
know,
other teammates from other teams gotta come in and defend him. Like when other players from other teams gotta defend you is crazy.
yeah, you had KD out here defending him. I agree with KD. Basically, it's like to say that he's playing bad is one thing, but yeah, it's really getting to a point where like it's another level. And I know what you're thinking. I am not gonna blame Shea Murray today. I'm not.
Oh, what a surprise!
I know it's crazy. I blame man. It's sad to say, man. Skip and Shannon. Like I watch their show, basically every morning, man. They are giving it to him like
I blame Bron.
you, for the treatment of Russ.
Yeah, he has the power to stop all this shit.
He needs to. Yeah, I mean, I know he came out uh, after last game and he defended him, but yeah,
Not
he
much. He
should have.
said dump this game in the toilet and move on. But he's not like this. It takes a little more than that. This dude is getting death threats. His wife is getting death threats. Like he almost catching fades at the game. And this is his hometown. You know what I'm saying? Like he should be fans trying to fight him at his own game in his hometown. His brother got to defend him on Twitter. And you just like you don't care. Man,
Yeah,
you brought him here.
Skip and Shannon are trying to play it off like when you play for LA, this is how it is. And yeah, I mean, you get talked about, but like,
No, no
man,
one has
I don't
ever
know,
been treated like this before, where they have to
right?
be at their home game defending themselves
And this is
from
the
the
Hall
fans.
of Famer we talking about, man.
And he's from LA. Like, show some respect, you know. But
Although for to go back to Palinka, I do find it interesting, like somebody who's known as a shooter, who was a shooter, took his career of having a hard time finding shooters on his team. But
And then we supposedly looking at Mo Harkless. I'm looking at Mo. I'm like, Bro, we
He's
need
a, I
shooters.
mean,
What are
he's
we
a
doing?
6'9" wing who can defend and 32%. That's better than Pat Bev. What Pat Bev doing? Y'all Pat Bev lovers. Pat Bev
Hey
ain't
Uh,
man,
getting
he's
shit
out there
right now.
playing. He's out there playing defense. And one more thing to
Yeah.
defend Russ too, man. Russ really turned that game around. Late in the fourth, like the back to back steals on Kawhi, then
Mm-hmm.
getting a turnover on Kawhi. That really changed up the momentum for the Lakers. So
They don't
I
want to give
mean,
him love for that. Like,
I know they don't, but I will. That really changed the game up. No, he couldn't hit a shot. I mean, it is what it is. If you hoop,
mm,
it's gonna be a day where you just feel like you can't even throw it in the ocean. It's
yep.
gonna be days like that. It's going to be days like that. He had one of those days. I mean, I next game Blazers, he's not gonna go over. But like, there was a play when we were down four where you can just tell that the crowd is in his head, the missed shots are in his head. Just like the build up of like how the fans have been treating him. He's
Mm-hmm.
already over whatever. And then add in like tonight, they're moaning and groaning every time he takes a shot. We were down four. He had an open three. He should have pulled it from the top and he hesitated. Tried to give it back to Braun. Braun is like, no, LeBron's being denied. Backs out. Looks he's being guarded by Zubac too. I mean, he ends up still having to take the shot over Zubac, to beat the shot clock. But if he had just pulled that first shot with confidence, like,
Goes back to what Charles Barkley said after game one. I agree with him minus this. Lakers
I
need to win.
also, I also agree with, the Chuckster. Man, it really does, just kind of look like they, like his joy is like gone. It's crazy. That's what it is, man. It's just like, gosh, I don't
And
know.
it's his hometown. He should be loving playing in at Staples. You know what I mean?
He's got to do something. I don't know. Like, I don't know what he's got to do, but he's got to find a way to block out all the noise
I tell you what they need
and
to
just
do.
play with confidence.
LeBron need to shut everybody up, give Russ the ball, and let him run the wing and let Russ be Russ. But he's not gonna do that. Like I said, LeBron speaks up, it shuts down everything. But because Bron won't speak up,
all right, guys, listen, we got about 15 minutes left. I want to make sure that I get to everything. Mitch, quickly, did I know you're an Entourage fan as I was? Did you feel like
Mm,
Jeremy Piven having those good seats right behind Rob Pelinka? Did you feel like he had a lot of juice, like you were somebody who
man,
can make things happen in this big city we're from?
I did, man. I definitely felt a little like Ari. It was amazing, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, I've never sat that close, so it was crazy. Like you could see the rotation of the ball. Like it was crazy. I was like, dang, what? And then you got Rob right there. Michael Cooper was sitting next to him in the first half.
Damn.
I mean, I know you guys saw that Lamar was at the game.
Hmm.
Like when we were out there in the lobby, waiting for the bathroom. Lamar's just in line waiting to get food. And I look over, I'm just, see this tall black dude. I'm like, wait, that Lamar? Oh shit,
Damn.
it is what a Lamar. He's in line getting food like a normal. Listen, Lamar Odom, he's one of the people, man. He's a man of the people, just in line waiting to get food, just like a normal
Was
guy. And
was
he's
everybody like
dapping him
Lamar,
up.
Lamar, Lamar? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
No, just everybody letting him do his thing, just like, oh, what up, Lamar? Just give him a little dap. He's just like, look at Lamar, man of the people, man. It was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, man, it was. I wish the Lakers could have won, but yeah, I mean, it was so cool just to be so close.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll go back now that because they showed Palenka on TV. Was that?
mhm.
I'm not sure if that was in the was that in when they were in San Francisco, or if that was at Staples? But they
At
showed Palenka.
Staples.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back and look and see if I can. I'm just gonna go back. Were you sitting behind the bench, or were you sitting on the other side?
No, I was behind Lakers bench.
Okay, right. So I'm gonna go back
So
and look and see if I can
yeah,
see you on. Did you look at the game on TV when you got home and see if you can see
I
yourself?
did. I did. I can send you guys a picture. I was like, oh shoot, there I am.
Okay.
I mean, you can see me in my white Westbrook jersey. So
Alrighty then. Okay, so yeah, so Big Mitch he's big time. Shane, did you
yeah,
watch Entourage?
Not really.
probably not.
Okay.
He's not cultured
I
like
saw a
that.
little bit of the movie, but that was about it.
Okay, it's a great show, Shane. You gotta want to go and take a and
Great
go back
show.
and watch that.
I'll take
Great
y'all word
show.
Oh,
for it.
Of course you
um.
will.
Okay, so very quickly here, we got like I said, like 15 minutes left. Just so Sunday night against Portland at home. Portland is kind of a I don't know if you can be rebuilding when you have Dame Lillard on your team, but I mean
Right.
CJ is gone. I mean Anthony Simons is a good young player, but they definitely don't seem like the team that they were when they were, in the conference finals. I think they went to the conference finals last in 2018, I think it was, against the
They
no
did just beat
2019.
Phoenix and OT though. I mean, so
Yeah,
you
but that was
can't
a fluke.
sneeze at them. But yeah,
Do they still have Nurkic?
yeah, they still have Nurkic.
Okay. But yeah, it's gotten kind of thin there around Dame. But hey, he's being paid handsomely. Signed 2 years, $61 million a year on his extension. So I mean, I'm basically looking for the Lakers for them to get their first one of the season against Portland.
They better.
Yeah.
They better.
Predicting 2-0 the next two games.
Who's after Portland?
Denver.
Denver.
Oh well, I don't know about that one. That's going to be in Denver, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah, in
okay.
Denver. In Denver, then at Minnesota. We should get Minnesota too.
3-0. 3-0 trip.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, buddy. So
Of
so
course
that
you don't, pessimist.
so is there any other games next week?
Let's see. Then we play. Then next Sunday. Next Sunday we play Denver again, but that one will be in LA.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, Denver is good.
Denver
They just beat the
overrated.
Warriors. I had Denver uh, being getting the number one seed this year. They got their horses back. Uh, so okay, but okay. So right here at the end, um, like I said, I don't know how long. I mean, it was probably 3 weeks ago now that that episode 10 of the Hulu docuseries aired, which
Oh,
was
right.
that covered LeBron coming to LA, and it covered something that none of us have gotten over and never will, which is the death of Kobe Bryant. Um, Also, the whole Genie Bus, the Bus family having Dr. Bus have
Oh,
that first kid. Uh, Lee, I think they said was what Genie was
Lee?
calling her. You know,
Yeah.
it was
Oh
like
my
where did
goodness.
that come from? Because I didn't even know about that.
What? I
Yeah.
had no clue. I
So
had
that was
no clue.
so there's actually a seventh Bus child that
Yeah.
we just now learning about. Lee, welcome to the Laker family. I mean, I guess really
Right.
anyway. Uh, and then yeah, but that episode covered that. It covered LeBron signing. It covered Kobe's death, and then it covered the pandemic, and then it covered the pandemic in 2020, and it also covered us winning that year's championship. Um, I'll start with Shane. Shane, what were your impressions of episode 10 of the Hulu docuseries?
So it dropped out. Start with me.
All right, Mitch, go ahead.
Good. I got a lot to say. Man, gosh, that episode. And like, I think, for the most part, when we're discussing the Hulu doc about where it was going to go in the next episodes, my mind was just completely focused on like the Jimmy, Jeannie, Johnny dynamic and like, okay, what was that beef about? Okay, we're finally going to get it. For some reason, I was not thinking about like, oh shoot, they could talk about Kobe's death. It caught me off guard, and like you mentioned, like still not over it. And I was like, oh shoot, we're as they're going
Tearing
through it,
up
I'm
on the
like,
couch.
oh shoot, that's right. I'm just like, it caught me off guard, and it's watching it through the documentary, it's just like just going through it all over again. Uh, definitely, definitely squirted a few tears on that one, and then I really lost it the part where they showed that interview with the Laker fan who he was like he had his poster. He had his poster, and he's like, I've had this poster on my wall, and it's just like, man, he was just like Kobe is. He was more than just a basketball player. He was a legend. He was LA. Man, that he got me. He got me. He was like, you bastard. I'm gonna cry. So I'm gonna go cry now. All right, just yeah, no, that got me, man. I mean, but it was true, man. He is a legend. He is LA. Man, Kobe, man. R.I.P. Kobe. Always,
Yeah.
never forgotten for sure.
For anybody who doesn't know, it's like the same way that Golden State fans feel about Curry. That's how we feel about Kobe here. Like he's our guy. He's our
Right.
hero. Um, and that was for not just our generation, but the generation after us, the young kids who were coming up watching him. Pretty much anybody in LA who ever has ever watched Lakers basketball um, and saw Kobe Bryant play. And Kobe Bryant was I mean, he's just, like Mitch said, more than just a basketball player. Um, Shane, what were your thoughts on episode 10?
Very emotional roller coaster episode. But love the way it ended. Kobe's death. I was getting teary eyed on the couch. It took me back to when I first heard about his death. Just riding from church, back to audition for a poetry thing. I just happened to read my phone. Had to pull over. Then it brought me back to when all three of us went to Memorial. And wrote on his on the wall. Then to see us win the championship with that squad, that was a special year. And it brings me to a point I want to make. We got to stop just shitting on 2020 champions. Like really, especially as a fan base, like for the Lakers to win and the Dodgers to win in 2020, we all just kind of like shrugged that off. Oh, that was a bubble year. Oh, 2020 was weird. That don't count. Like, nah, 2020 was a crazy ass year. And to go through all that and to have the fortitude to keep going, keep playing and win a championship, we gotta stop sneezing at those rings. So, but yeah, just everything how it's playing out to Magic talking about how he got met up with LeBron and brought him here. You know, that's when I officially had stopped the LeBron hate, but he brought it back later. So
Well, I guess that's true. You got on your LeBron shorts right now, right? LeBron, your favorite player? You got on your he got on his LeBron shorts right now.
Let's see the LeBron
that
shorts,
was an
please.
accident. That was an accident. But
Yet
yeah,
you still wearing them.
I mean, it's Laker and it goes with what I'm wearing. So whatever.
And what kind of shirt is that?
It is a Westbrook shirt, sir.
He's wearing a Westbrook shirt with his LeBron James shorts.
Yes,
And
I
Mitch
see
has
it.
the 75th anniversary shirt he said they gave out at the game.
Yeah,
Damn, what
Yeah.
size is it, Mitch? Was it one size for everybody, or did they look at each
yeah.
person and go like, they're
No,
like,
they were
well,
on the
you
they were
probably
on the
wear.
seats.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, they were just on the seats.
Even if you couldn't fit it, it's like it's a nice,
Exactly.
collector's item or
It's got to be like an
memorabilia.
XL. It fits pretty good. I didn't
Okay.
even look at the size.
All right. So is there anything else, guys?
I mean, is Shane Murray going to finally admit that he's a LeBron lover? Is That's what I need to know.
No, I'm not a LeBron lover. Um, yeah, but side note and talking to about Mo Harkless. I would like to have him on the team, but you
I
know,
wouldn't.
the three non-guaranteed deals don't. I wouldn't. I don't see no reason to cut him, which would be Austin Reeves, Wennon Gabriel, and Matt Ryan. Like I think you need all three of them to a certain extent.
Waylon Gabriel can go.
Nah, you need him for small ball center, whatever. You can't let him go right now.
I thought he
But
played good in the preseason, but
yeah, and he actually played in the first game over Damian Jones. So you can use him for certain lineup. So, but I wouldn't.
listen, who does Damian Jones think he is? Like, why is he out here pulling threes? I don't
That's
understand.
Darvin Ham. He gave him the green light because he said he turned Robin Lopez into a 3-point shooter. So if Robin Lopez is shooting threes, he can shoot threes too. And technically, he did make one in the preseason. So I mean, nobody else shooting
Hopefully,
that good. You might as well let him shoot.
hopefully Thomas Bryant comes back. I know he can. I know he can knock some from deep. So
He could knock him
um,
down, but he wasn't playing that great either. So
It's
I
like
mean,
what's
you're
his name
right. You're
said.
right.
Rondo said. I said Rondo was on all the smoke, and he was saying, "Shoot, you got these other fools out here shooting 3 for 17 from three and still missing. I might as well shoot me 4, 5, 6 of these things." So I
yeah,
guess
that's the
Thomas,
thing. Like
I guess
nobody really
Damian Jones
shooting
said, "To
that
hell with it."
good. I mean, as a team, you like 35, 38%.
Not even
You know what I
that.
mean?
No, we are not that, buddy.
No,
It's lit.
I'm talking about other teams. Like other
Right.
teams are like 35, 38%, except for like 3 or 4 select few. You know what I mean? So this whole 3-point lover shit is like it's bullshit to me. But that's the way the league trying to go.
The
All right.
first game, no, sorry, this last game against the Clippers, as a team, we shot 9 for 45 for a whopping 20%.
Hmm.
In versus the Warriors, don't tell me that's 10 for 45. Yeah, 10 for 40. 10 for 40.
Yeah, we're at
What?
22% right now.
All right. On that note, 22%,
What?
0 3-point shooting, 0-2 Lakers.
Man,
On
my
that note,
apologies. My apologies to Herbert. We ran out of time discussing the horrible Laker shooting. It's getting ridiculous. In the great words of Boogie Cousins, it's
it's
getting
getting,
ridiculous.
it's getting
Can't shoot for
ridiculous,
shit.
man.
What
All
do
It's
you
right.
getting
say?
ridiculous. Sorry, Herbert. We ran out of time, man.
Yeah,
Maybe next
sorry,
time.
Herbert. Maybe next time. So before we get out of here, um, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button next to the Complete Lakers podcast. If you prefer the audio version, remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts. The show is also on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and every other major podcatcher. Make sure to follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at TC Pod Network and to like it on Facebook. Just search for the Complete Lakers podcast. And finally, send feedback and mailbag questions to CompleteLakersPodcast at gmail.com. We are out.